Lori Disselbrett, a customer service associate at Goodwill's Milford store, learned at an early age to be self-sufficient and independent, partly by design and partly by the circumstances in which she found herself. As a young girl in rural Colorado, Lori was raised by her great aunt and uncle, the only family she knew in her early years. Already elderly, the couple became disabled, forcing Lori to spend a lot of time alone. But her great uncle, the man who raised her, helped to nurture Lori's love of mechanics while teaching her to be independent.
When he died, it was like my world was gone. I went from being this really good kid to being this really terrible kid, which was really hard and stressful on my aunt. The years that went by that I lived with her, I found her passed away in her bed. And that was another eye-awakener. It's like, wow, my heart went out. Here I gotta go through this again.
Lori dropped out of school and began working at the age of 15. With little direction about her future, she decided to join the Army, where she worked as a mechanic maintaining military equipment. But after a little over a year, she realized that the military was not for her. She moved to Delaware, where she began working in the manufacturing sector, and her mechanical ability and love of tools were put to use.
I went to a factory making plastic buckets. It's located in Middletown. It's called Letica Corporation. There's where I learned a lot about how to be what I could be. Then the storms hit us in Delaware. We started losing our customers. Then they said, okay, well, we're gonna have to lay you off indefinitely. Before that happened, I had to do some plumbing work on my little pump outside. I changed a couple of fittings. Called in the master plumber when I needed the outdoor faucet change. He's like, who did this work? It wasn't me. Who did this? I said, I did.
When a master plumber saw the quality of her work, he offered to put her through plumbing school and hire her. For the next 17 years, Lori and her tools were busy at work as a journeyman plumber. But a severe back injury forced Lori to stop working as a plumber. So when she learned that Goodwill offered a 15-week computerized office skills training program, she jumped at the chance to learn a new way to support herself.
I think when she first came in, I thought, oh, well, this is going to be a little bit of a work, but I think her attitude was such that she was going to overcome whatever we put in her place, and she was very eager. It was interesting because Lori would get to the office a half an hour to 45 minutes early every single solitary day. When her truck broke down, and this was in January, February, March, in Lower Sussex County in Bridgeville, she came riding in on a motorcycle every day.
And this is like, wow, this is really an awesome company to work for. I love it. And to this day, I love it. It's like, yeah, I don't want to go nowhere else. I want to stay here.
It feels great to know that that she's found her home with us. Being with Goodwill, that's what we are. We're a family.
With Goodwill, Lori found a place where she can be a part of a team and develop her leadership skills as well. The Achiever of the Year is presented to an individual who has overcome significant barriers to reach their goals for success in both the workplace and in daily life. For Lori Disselbrett, determination and learning to use a new set of tools has been the key to her achievements.